Oh, hello. I'm old guy coding. Um, I thought I'd try something different. Everybody's making YouTube videos, but I don't expect to be a professional YouTuber. Trust me. I just thought it might be different to describe what it was that I learned. But we're talking about the video that I posted the link to earlier, and I got to remember to post the link again here just in case. Um, It was a 4-hour video about HTML. I just finished the section on HTML at school at the class. So I picked up some new stuff. I didn't talk about the very last because there wasn't much to talk about. But now that I've watched the video, there's some extra stuff. So I'm going to start with audio and video. Audio and video. You have audio source, video source. I found out you have to remember to put the controls in there, the word controls, along with the source so they'll know how to start, stop, turn up the volume, do all these wonderful things. So that was new. And preloading, that was new. There's the auto preload, which the browser will choose, which is usually the browser's choice. The metadata, where it loads metadata only. And then none, if you don't want any preload at all. So we know where that is. You'll have to excuse me for the poor lighting, the poor video quality. I mentioned it in the post. I'm nowhere near equipped to make videos that are worth anything. Autoplay can be put after controls if you wanted to play as soon as it gets up there, but I don't like that idea. I hate websites where stuff just starts to autoplay and I haven't even clicked on it. But I know what it is. Loop. You can put the word loop in after controls and it will loop. Don't know why I'd want to do that. Something that the video said, which we didn't discuss very much in the class, was the video height and weight, height and width, height and width. The guy in the video that I was watching where I got this said that it was somewhat out of fashion for a while, but now it's somewhat of a requirement. I don't know if it's for screen readers or what exactly. Maybe it's to keep the resolution of the video at a good size, or I'm not sure. But height and width need to go in there. And then we learned about closed captions, subtitles, the track tag where you type in what you want. You go through the video, stop, type in your thing. You can do that here with the track command, the tag. Now, we a lot of this is all new as well. You can download something. I didn't know that. You can put in equals download and then the two quotations. You can download something and then ahref, the anchor tag, with just the slash sends you back to home. I didn't know that. We got back to the top, but we never discussed back to home, which I guess is kind of simple. They talked about the image folder, where to put it. Do you want it in the root? Do you want it somewhere else? And then drag the images out of that folder somewhere else on the website. And I learned something funny I didn't know about. I'll get to that in a second, but image source and alt have to go in there, and then something coming up here. The image source, the alt, the tag, you'll see what it is. The title, the width, and the height should go in the image source as well. Like I said, with video, you need the images with the width and height as well. Lazy loading. I didn't know about that. That wasn't discussed in class, but lazy loading. And that you only see, it only loads what's above the fold. So everything that's down there will not load until you actually get there. You start to scroll down, and then that will load everything below the fold. I don't know how this popped up, but the line break BR? You can actually put BR and then a asterisk and put a 10 or a 100 or whatever, how many ever line breaks you want, and it will actually pop and turn into a bunch of line breaks. I don't see that. I don't know why I need 100 line breaks. That was what he used as an example, probably an excessive example, so you could actually see all the line breaks lined up. But I did not know that. And then something that was not covered that I'm glad I watched the video for was figure. It's a semantic tag, is it? And when you have your image, you can put an open figure tag and then a closed figure tag down below. And in between, you can put a fig caption is the tag. Fig caption, open and close. And you can get a caption underneath the image, which wasn't talked about. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the school I'm going to. That was just one small thing that they missed. I'm glad I watched that video so that I could see the fig caption inside of the figure. And they said that it's not just for images. You can use figure in other places, but that kind of went over my head a little bit because it seemed like images would be more of a good place for that to be. Then code, the code tag, where you can actually write in code, open code, close code, and then put all the code in the middle, and it actually shows what it is, which is going to come in handy later on as I start writing code onto the page, looking for questions and answers, maybe find something from Stack Overflow, not sure. I got some more links. Ifran View is one of them. Unsplash, Pexels, Gratisography, Pixabay, and Tiny PNG and Tiny JPG, which is the image compression. And then the others are just free images that I noted, but I'm going to put those in the links on the website so everybody can find the free images instead of trying to use images that are not licensed to you. These images are free. They went over semantic HTML again, which I had article, aside, main, footer, header, nav. But I was using just nav to show the navigation part of the web page. But if you have like two navigation areas, one here and one here, you can list one as nav aria -labeled and then put in equals and the quotation marks, primary navigation, if you want to set one as a primary navigation. See, I didn't know that. I'd seen it when I was in Visual Code, Visual Studio. I would type in nav, as I was doing the project. And this aria popped up, and I thought, oh, I'll never use that. I don't know what that is. That sure doesn't sound like anything I've learned. So that's what it is. They went over details and summary, where it asked a question like, how many hours a week do you think I code? And then he put a paragraph underneath it to where you could click the arrow and it would show the paragraph with the answer. Nice. Mark for highlighting. Open and close mark for highlighting things. And the colors and stuff can all be done in CSS. That I haven't. That's what I'm starting right now with CSS. So all my next posts are going to be in the category CSS. They talked about date time. If you're writing the times, like in a table. They talked about divs and spans. See, I was using divs and spans in the beginning because it had been talked about, but he on the video said, no divs, no spans. If you absolutely desperately need it, fine. But there's enough semantic HTML tags that you should be able to not use them. They talked about an extension, a Chrome extension, HTML5 Outliner, which I have not put on Chrome yet, but I'm going to. It's really nice. It shows the HTML in a hierarchy of everything that you've got on the page, the outliner. So that's a good one. I'm going to put that extension in Chrome, HTML5 Outliner. You probably already know that, but they talked about column span and row span. They went over tables again. So that refreshed my memory on it. You can have a caption on the table. They talked about table header scope, where you can put in the columns and the rows. I got to remind myself to get Twitter. I obviously have YouTube now, but I have to remind myself to get Twitter. That was about it. Like I said, I'm starting CSS now. So I'm sure I'm going to have a lot to talk about. And I don't know if I'm going to make more videos or what. With this picture quality, I probably shouldn't. But I just thought I'd try it, see what happens. I can still type. Maybe I can do another. I'm not sure. This is already 10 minutes, so we don't want to go too long. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe. That's what everybody says at the end of their video. Subscribe and click the bell. So I don't, I know what you do. Click the bell and you get notifications. But everybody says that at the end of their video, so it must be worth saying. Thank you very much again, and I will see you either in a text post or another video. Thank you very much, and you have a nice day. Bye-bye.